Hey guys, okay. So this first, hi, I'm Songee'z. I am with Songee'z Advanced Hair Academy, and we are preparing for our wig collection to come out. We reshape and redesign wigs. We do not make wigs yet, but we reshape and redesign wigs, and so we're preparing for that. And this is a synthetic piece, and I wanted to show you guys a couple of ways. Can you see me? You don't need to see me, I need you to see this. But anyway, this is a synthetic, is that better? Okay. This is a synthetic piece, and I wanted to curl it for you, and I wanted to show you a couple of ways that you can curl synthetic hair. I've been watching some of the videos that are out there, and I just wanted to show you a couple of different ways, because there's always more than one way to the end of the road. And so this is my long-haired baby, and it has taken me a while to get to this between clients. And so I'm on my last two pieces. And so I'm going to tell you about two different ones. I may come up with another one, but this one is mixed. It's not fully synthetic. And my flat iron is on, it's just past 350. I think that you want to stay in the range between 300 and 400. And you have to manipulate it and find out what works for you. But the first way is, when curling a synthetic wig, you want to, and this is what I do, I heat the entire strand, because it has memory, and it begins to form. And because it's so long, I heat the strand, it's hot. And I go in where I want to start, and I come around and I wrap it. And so as I wrap it, I can hold for a few seconds, and I can come down. And as I come down to feed it in, this is warm up here, so it's working. And then I can roll it up, and it's warm. And so as it cools off, as it starts to cool, I can sit it there for a few seconds. And I still have my piece, and I hold on to my piece because it's at the end of the thing. It's at the end of the iron, and it'll slip right out if you're not careful, and then you'll have to start over. So I sit it there, I hold it for a few seconds, and then when I feel it click out, I let it go, and I clip it. And for me, this is important because I was watching one video, and she did it, and she just held it until it cooled off. Well, I'm a time person, and I don't want to wait for one to cool off before I go to the next one. So I clip it and I lay it down, and as you can see, I have a couple that's still clipped. And I clip it. And so when it cools off, and it cools off, it has a longer time to cool off, so it gives you a firmer hold on the curl. If you look at that, those are some pretty firm curls. So I'm gonna do it again. I take a section, and make sure that your section is not so thick that it takes you a long time. If you take a small section and make it flat so that all of the hairs are even across and not bulked up, you don't have a bunch of hair, but it's big. It's a nice size, but it's small enough where you can make it thin. My client is coming in, so let me finish. So you go down and you heat the whole strand, and then you go around and you slide down, and it's still warm, so you're good. And so come on in. And I'm finishing up my little video here. And then you click and you come down and around. And it's still warm. You can come on in and have a seat. I'm gonna finish this one and then I'll start on you. And you come on and you wanna make sure that you feed it all of the way until it gets there. And then you hold it. I still have a little bitty piece right here that is sticking out, but by the time I click and roll, it'll feed right in. And if it happens to pop out, it's okay. Finish your curl and let it curl fully, and then you can always go back down to the end and just curl that little end. So you click and you click till it falls out, and then you clip it. And I just take my small clips, I clip it, and I just lay it there so it can cool off. So like this one is cold to the touch, so we can let it go, and it springs right down like that. And so I have one more little piece to do, and I'm going to do that little piece and show you. Oh, let me tell you about my second one right quick. So my second method is for a wig that is more synthetic. This is more mixed fibers. So if you have one that is more synthetic, you want to put less heat on it, so you want to take it down to maybe 200. And you can use water. You can use a spray bottle and just do a light mist. And you do that. Don't soak it, but just do a light mist. And when you put it, you'll hear it. You'll hear the spatter of heat and water. You know what that sounds like. And then you take it, and you can do the same thing. And what's happening is it's like having a roller. It's like rolling it, and it's sitting up under the dryer. That steam is working, and that steam keeps the heat from melting the synthetic. So you want to make sure that your iron is not so hot that it melts, because if you melt that synthetic, you destroy the wig. And so you don't want to destroy the wig. You just want to get enough heat where it'll, and this is for people who don't like roller sets. Some styles, I don't like it in a roller set, because you know a roller set up under the dryer looks different from a flat iron. And so you take it, and I was able to finish it, so I'll just take a picture and post the final style when I figure out how I want to do it. But I wanted to show you that there's more than one way to skin a cat, as Mama used to say. But there's more than one way, and as you learn how to manipulate the hair and the mannequins, you'll come up with creative ways around, and creative and quick ways. For this is a quick way to me. If I take it and I curl it, and then I sit here and hold it until it cools off, I can curl another 2 strands while I'm waiting for this one to cool off. And so that's why I clip it. And then once it's cool to the touch, then I can let it go and go on about my business. And these are makeshift barrel curls. They're not real barrel curls, but it works. You can leave them in here if it's a weave, if it's sewn in on your hair, and you put those curls in and you clip it, then you can just tie your hair up with a scarf. Leave the clips in there, tie your hair up, take your shower, do whatever it is that you need to do, and then take the clips out. Don't take the clips out until you're ready to style, especially if you have a pullover. Do that. Then take it out and style it, okay?